The Turks and Caicos Islands Tourist Board is thrilled to join our neighboring countries in the Caribbean to highlight the importance of tourism to our region. The theme given for this, One Sea, One Voice, One Caribbean, is in relation to the upcoming Caribbean Tourism Day. News 4 held a press conference with the Director of Tourism, Mr. Ralph Higgs, who explained the importance of this theme, as tourism is our main industry here in the TCI.
I think that is an important theme because it speaks volumes to the things that we have in common, and it highlights the importance of us working together as a region to ensure that we get our part of the global tourism pie. Tourism, as I'm sure all of you are aware, is the world's largest industry and is the most important industry to the Caribbean. The Caribbean is the most dependent region on tourism. And if we are to not only sustain this important industry, but expand on it, we must take measures to ensure that the things that we have in common are highlighted, and the things that we have that are slightly different are used to our strengths and our advantages. So this week in the Turks and Caicos Islands, we are going to be embarking on an exciting program to inform the public and to educate students at our various private and public schools about the importance of tourism. It does speak to unity in the Caribbean, and we want our Caribbean people to know, as a region, we will float or sink or float together. So it is important for us to realize, as I said, that we are the most dependent region in the world on tourism. And it's important that we take ownership of this industry, be proactive in ensuring that it not only survives, but it grows, and embrace every opportunity there is to get our share of the pie, of the global pie, from tourism. So we like the theme. We think it speaks precisely to what we need to speak to as a region at this time. And so with that, the Tourist Board is in full embrace with the Caribbean Tourism Organization and our friends and neighbor in the region to promote the One Sea, One Voice, One Caribbean.
Training Manager Blythe Clare, who was also present at this meeting, informed us about the plans to celebrate Caribbean Tourism Day.
We'll be visiting public and private high schools throughout the islands, delivering messages from our Acting Director of Tourism, and also on Tuesday, which is the actual activity, we will be having a message from CTO. On Friday, the tourism team will provide a healthy snack to grades 1 and 2 of the students at one of the private government high schools. It's a surprise. So I wouldn't say which school we are going to. We're going to surprise them on Friday morning, knock on their doors, and we're going to give them a healthy snack. This is in keeping with the Education Department's Health and Wellness Month. This venture is sponsored by IGA, Graceway IGA, and the Turks and Caicos Islands Tourist Board. So we want to thank our corporate citizens, our corporate sponsor, IGA, in this event. On Tuesday, which is the actual day, Tuesday, the 2nd of November, we will be hosting the TCI Youth Congress in the form of an inter-high school speech competition, showcasing students from the 4th form around the Turks and Caicos in both public and private high schools. The participants, of course, will compete in a speech under the theme, Caribbean Integration, Our Mission 2010 and Beyond. The participants will be judged on articulation, volume and fluency, relevance and accuracy of knowledge, presentation of information, tone, tactfulness, poise, and of course, confidence. So we invite you to join us at the Veranda Resort on Tuesday at 10 a.m. And our sponsors for this event is Lime, the Veranda Resort, and the Turks and Caicos Islands Tourist Board. Also, on Tuesday, we are going to have a cultural foods display. The students and teachers from the Clement Howell High School, which is the largest high school in the Turks and Caicos, with a lot of nationalities, in particular Caribbean nationalities, will showcase their skills in food preparation.
Ms. Claire expressed her heartfelt thanks to their sponsors and the students and teachers of the TCI.
I want to say thanks in particular to our corporate sponsors, the Turks and Caicos Hotel and Tourism Association, IGA, Graceway, IGA, and the others who've come on board with us. We want to say thanks, and of course to our students out there. I spoke with the student body this morning and I said, could all of the Caribbean nationals stand? 3/4 of that school stood. And I went and I called Guyana, Trinidad, and so forth. So our students are in a mix with particularly the students of Clement Howell High. You have just about every Caribbean nation represented there. And my message to them is, yes, we are different nationalities, but we live and we study in the Turks and Caicos. You have to respect one another's beliefs. And even though we may differ culturally, you have to respect their beliefs, their religion, and we have to, and that's my message to them this morning. And also I spoke to the young people about the dangers of crime in our society. And I echo the sentiments of Mr. Higgs. If you know anyone who's involved in that, report it to the authorities. It's a matter of trust. And if you find a police officer that you can speak with, do so. Our children are our future, and our young men, they are strong, and we call upon them to stand up and be counted. So as we go throughout the week with this message, 1C, one voice, one Caribbean, we have to be thankful for those persons who work and live amongst us, and particularly the teachers of the institutions. I salute them. Clement Howell and the others who are doing a wonderful job. We thank them for their continued support. And we want the kids to know that, yes, you may not be from here, but as long as you live and work in Turks and Caicos, you are a part of us.
So as we move forward as one Caribbean, let us be our brother's keeper throughout our region. Always be aware of the importance of tourism to our survival and be proactive in eliminating obstacles that would hinder us from getting our piece of the global tourism pie. For WIV4 News, I'm Artavia Bassett.